Good day, everybody. Hey, Steve Greene here, your course creation specialist. I'm here to help you. I'm going to give you the exact plan, exact blueprint I use. I've worked with hundreds of people, actually really more than that, because I've worked with a lot of schools and things as well. Help them set up courses, all kinds. In fact, I got a whole list. I'm going to get into in a second. So here's what we got. I noticed there's an explosion of these. Biggest shift, biggest pivot last 2 years, since the COVID virtual thing. Number one, just the proliferation of networking, the whole Zoom lifestyle, so to speak. And number two, a huge expansion in the number of digital virtual courses and instruction that's going on out there. So let me show you exactly how I'm doing this. Okay. This is exactly when I work with a client. So number one, let's talk about what you can do. So 7 steps to course creation. 7. I'm Steve Greene. Hello. Nice to meet you. Kind of anyway. So let me tell you a quick story. 2014, I wrote a book called Maximum Education. I've been in education, teaching, instruction, training my whole life. And I wrote a book. Okay. Book was basically how to do 3 things: how to manage your time, how to manage information, and how to have a daily success action plan. I could only sell so many books, although I sold a lot of them. Very proud of that. So I took the book, I turned it into a workshop. Took the workshops, turned them into video courses. Took the video courses, turned them into live events. Took one product, turned it into 6 things. 6. Guess what? They all have their own audiences. They all have their own monetization. It's a beautiful thing. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Ready? All right, so listen, here's just some of the things you can make: courses, webinars, workshop, physical books, ebooks, audiobooks, PDF, one-page things like freebie giveaways. You can do live events, you can do podcasts, and you can do live streams. And you can start with one thing. Let's say you start with a course, turn it into a webinar, turn it into workshops, turn it into a physical book, turn it into an ebook, so on and so on. Start with a podcast, which is what I also do with my book. I left out the podcast. Shame, but I'm not going to do this again right now. You start with one. Here's what you do. Here are the 7 steps to course creation. You can just do this all on your own. Go for it. Number 1, identify your topic. Now listen, this might sound silly, but ask yourself this question: what problem are you going to solve for your reader, listener, user? That's it. What problem? Keep it narrow. Here's a few tips. Keep it narrow. If you try to solve 42 things at once, you're going to lose people. You're better off creating multiple or a series of products. Version 1, version 2, version 3, a serial of it, than trying to do it all in one. So identify your topic. What problem does it solve? Number 2, identify your target audience. Okay. It's better to serve a more narrow niche of people and to be the expert in that niche than it is to try to get everybody. Yeah, we all want everybody. There's millions and millions and millions of people. But pick a niche that you can become the expert in. Why are you helping them? What are you giving them somebody else can't? Why can you be the one to solve their problem when somebody else may not be able to? And there's many ways to determine your target audience, but the best thing is just survey them, ask them, find out. So number 3, decide on your media. And when I say media, I meant if we go back to this list over here, where are you going to start with? You're going to start with a book, an ebook, a video class, whatever. Pick one. Pick the one you're going to start with. Decide on your media, and then we will springboard it from there. You can springboard it from there. Typically, I find the easiest thing to start with is either an ebook or a physical book. But that's different for different people. You can decide that. I personally started with a book, went to blogging, went to a podcast, went to the workshops, went to all the other things. Number 4, biggie, create your outline. My advice, don't just start writing a book or a course. Create an outline. Everything in it, soup to nuts. Okay? Start with your complete idea you plan to create, your intro, your meat in the middle, your end, everything. Okay? And you want all this in one place. You can make it on a big giant whiteboard. You could do it in a document. You can do it in a spreadsheet. You can do it in a PowerPoint. You do it in a notebook. It doesn't really matter. Just get it done. Hey, and one thing, I don't want to cheat out anything here. Let me go back to this. Pick the media you're most comfortable with. If you've been live streaming for 2 years, do something video, do something live. You've been blogging or writing a diary, do something there. So I apologize for missing that here. So create your outline, super big. Okay. Don't try to just go into your final version. It's tough. When I coach people on this, I tell them this. I know, feel like we're spending more time on this than you think, but believe me, it will make step 5 easier. Create your final version. Now, here's the thing. You're going to take the things in steps 4 and 3, what you outlined, what you abstracted, and I'm going to overlay it into what your media is going to be to create your final version. Okay. So you're going to take your ideas. Hey, I was going to talk about time management in my book. I just bullet pointed it. Here's 9 ways to do it. Here's a bunch of ways you can outline it. There's a bunch of ways you can do this and this. Then I expanded on them in the final version because I already knew what I was going to present. So now we create the final version. Now you publish. There are as many ways as there are to publish as there are media. If you're going to do video, maybe you're publishing on YouTube, but get something pro. If you're going to do the next one, which I'm going to save for a second, you got to have high quality material. Okay. Key. This is not the place to cut corners. Okay. When you publish, depending on the product you've chosen, there's going to be lots of different platforms, but no matter what, make it easy and accessible for your audience to get. You got to make it easy. If somebody's ready to plop down money for your product, make it easy to deliver to them. If you're creating a video course, don't make them jump through hoops to get it. Another course, make sure it's easier for them to get it. So number 7, and maybe the best one of all, you can monetize. I'm saying this without bragging, but my one book turned into 7 income streams. The book, the videos, the podcast, the blogs, the workshops, the live events, everything all came back to one thing. Now, if you're going to monetize, again, don't cut corners on e-commerce. It's going to cost you a little bit. Okay. I can tell you, you're going to pay a little bit for a platform. You're going to pay a little bit every time you swipes, but it's better to get reliable, solid one than one that's not going to work and let you down. All of a sudden, hey, I didn't make any sales the last 3 days. Oh, your merchant account closed down. You don't want that. Okay. Let's just do a quick review. Ready? Identify your topic. Identify your target audience. Decide on your media. Create your outline. Create your final version. Publish. Monetize. Yeah, I'm Dr. Steven Greene. I hope this is helpful to you. Hey, when you got your course ready, let me know. I'd love to see it. You can learn more at drstevengreene.com or text course to 215-825-3323. Hey, it's great meeting you. I'm here in the studio. I've created my courses right here. Sitting here. I got my microphone, my computer. It's fun. Enjoy the process. Don't make it work. If it's work, it's going to be hard. Make it fun. You spent your whole life trying to get this information out there. Just do it. So listen, I appreciate you listening to me. I hope this was really helpful. I'd love your feedback. Love your feedback about this, the app itself. I'm rolling out some platforms here. Let me know. And best of luck with everything. Go for it. So long.